Actually loses a yard, and it's 3rd and 11. Ball at the Doane 46-yard line with 4.5 minutes to play in the fourth.
3rd and 11 at the 46.
Big time play here. Needed for Doane defensively. The crowd trying to get loud. 3rd and 11. 2 receivers on each side. Lee to pass, steps up in the pocket, throws it over the middle. It's caught inside the 30 by Fearback again.
First down for Dakota Wesleyan.
The slot receiver makes an impact inside the 30, marked down at the 26.
On the coverage, it's first.
So they pick up about 15 yards on the play, and they're inside the 30. Austin Lee, the sophomore, trying to put this game and give his team the lead. He's taking matters into his own hands now. 3.5 minutes to play at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. Lee to pass again. Steps up in the pocket. Hit as he throws. It's complete for another first down at the 16-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. The catch was Vandentop. So Vandentop, who only had 2 receptions coming into this game, is starting to clutch up here for Dakota Wesleyan with 3 minutes to play. This is getting into crunch time now. And Doane has seen enough. They're going to use a timeout here. So we will actually stay here as Chris Bessler uses his first timeout of the half. Well, what a game, folks. Let's do a quick little recap on the scoring for this game. All 10 points for Doane came in the first half. A 44-yard field goal by Kellen Meyer to begin the second quarter, and then a late touchdown in the first half by Cruz Kerwin, delivering at 17 yards to Frazee Wynn for the touchdown. Well, ever since then, Doane has scored no points in the second half, and Dakota Wesleyan had a chip shot field goal of 27 yards made by their kicker Jackson Patrick to make it 10-3, and then on the ensuing drive, as Cruz Kerwin was hit as he threw a pick six to the cornerback Landon Rusink, the sophomore, but it was a missed extra point by Jackson Patrick. That's why it's 10-9 Doane. But now Dakota Wesleyan knocking on the doorstep. All they need is a field goal to win the game. They would go up by 2 points. They only trail by 1 point. 1st and 10 at the 16. Big play needed here for Dakota Wesleyan. Aaron gets the call, gets up the middle, inside the 10, dragged down at the 6. Actually, mark at the 7. Doesn't matter. He picked up a first down, and that is a 1st and goal.
It is
First and goal for Dakota Wesleyan with 2:43 to play. Got to think they got to run this clock down here. Lee, Aaron to his right. He'll hand it off to Aaron, the tailback, cutting up field, and getting maybe a yard or so on the run. 2nd and goal at the 6.
Aaron on the carry.
48 rushes, 157 yards coming into this game for Jamin Aaron. We get a whistle with 2:19 to play. We'll see. Oh, an official's timeout for a measurement here. You know, that's actually going to help Doane out a lot. That stops the clock with 2:19 to play. 3rd and 1. You know, I guess, folks, they never moved the chains and made it a goal to go. They're measuring to see if it's a first down. And I think nope, I don't think they got it. I think it's 3rd and inches. Yep, just the length of another football here. It's 3rd and inches. So, oh boy, here we go. This is it. 3rd and inches for Doane. If they stop Dakota Wesleyan here, will Dakota Wesleyan go for it on 4th? 3rd and 1. Ball at the 7. They're lined up in tight. Austin Lee with Aaron to his right. Oh, they might have jumped. Doane might have jumped. That might be a first down. There's a flag on the play. I think this will be a neutral zone infraction on the Doane Tigers, unfortunately. We'll see what the call is here from the officials. See what it is.
Offsides with contact.
Offsides.
Number 97.
So offsides for Doane. That is a big time change in momentum. So the ball will be put now at the 3-yard line for Dakota Wesleyan with 2:09 to play. First and goal for Dakota Wesleyan.
First and goal.
Doane still has 2 timeouts as well. Austin Lee with Aaron lined up to his right. They might run this one. They have 6 guys on the O-line. Actually, make it 7 guys on the O-line. They're going to run this clock down, though, under 2 minutes. Lee hands it off to Aaron, breaking free and spinning into the end zone for the touchdown.
Number 2,
Jamin Aaron with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. And Dakota Wesleyan takes the lead with 1:46 to play in the 4th. It's a 3-yard touchdown run from Aaron, and they'll go for 2 to put themselves up by 7. 15-10 in favor of Dakota Wesleyan here. They're going to try to make this a touchdown advantage. And they're taking a lot of time off the play clock here. They got 10 seconds on the play clock. And Ross Simple is going to call a timeout. Well, a complete shift in momentum. And that's why, folks, you wonder maybe why they ran the football on 3rd and 5 in Dakota Wesleyan territory instead of passing the football and trying to pick up the first down. And then Doane had to punt it, hoping their defense would step up, and their defense ended up letting up a touchdown. So 15-10 in favor of Dakota Wesleyan. Wow, I mean, Doane has the lead the entire game. 10-0 at one point, then 10-3, then 10-9. But with 1:46 to play in the 4th quarter, Dakota Wesleyan in front by 5 points. As it stands, they'll be going for 2 as well. Well, thank you for joining us here this afternoon on Old Red 99.5. My name is Kyle Mathas. On the board, as the board operator this afternoon is Ron Roskilly. And we have 1:46 to play in the 4th quarter, with Dakota Wesleyan leading it 15-10. Going for 2 as well to make it a 7-point lead. Now, if Dakota Wesleyan does not get this, it would give Doane a chance to win it with a touchdown. So here we go. The 2-point conversion here. It's Mandalfa in the backfield, line up to the left of Lee. Sends a man in motion. Lee. The throw, gets it out on the flat. It's caught on the far side, and racing to the corner of the end zone is Keel Nelson for the 2-point conversion.
Extra point number 0, Keel Nelson.
Keel Nelson makes the catch. It's 17-10. Dakota Wesleyan leading it over Doane. We'll take a quick break, 30-second break, with 1:46 to play in the 4th on Old Red 99.5.
This is Doane Tiger football.
We welcome you back to Crete, Nebraska. Well, we got a little bit of a ball game on our hands, folks. The first 2 games of this Doane season were both blowouts. The first one by 25 points, a win for Graceland over your Doane Tigers, and the second one was a 42-point blowout last week. Dort winning that one. But it's 17-10. Dakota Wesleyan in front of Doane on the scoreboard. But for the most part, this game, Doane has led in terms of total yardage on offense. That one pick six by Landon Rusink might be the difference maker in this game. 1:46 to go, and Dakota Wesleyan will kick it off. It is taken by Jeremiah Payne at the 5-yard line. Does he have another kickoff return touchdown in him? He's wrapped up at the 20-yard line and brought down actually as he got pushed back at the 18-yard line. So it's a pickup of about 13 yards on the kickoff return. Doane will have 2 timeouts, 1:39, trailing by 7. Now this is Cruz Kerwin's Kodak moment right here. The sophomore has thrown 5 interceptions this season, but has also thrown 3 touchdowns. He has had a great game so far. Through 3 quarters, he passed for 148 yards. Let's see what this offense can do for Doane, starting at their own 18. They need 7 points to tie the game. Kerwin pass quickly out to the side for Jeremiah Payne. He stays inbounds on the near side, cuts up across the 30, across the 35, and wrapped down at the 38-yard line. Big pickup on the play of 20 yards by Jeremiah Payne. We get a whistle with 1:30 to play. And I can't quite see what's going on, but I think Jeremiah Payne might be down. He was wrapped up and thrown to the ground very aggressively on that play. And Jeremiah Payne, I believe, is down right now. I can't see because the Doane sideline is standing up and blocking it. Yeah, so Jeremiah Payne gets up, and I don't blame him. He got thrown to the ground pretty hard on that play. Probably got the wind knocked out of him.
At the 37.
Ball now at the 37. 1.5 minutes to go. 1st and 10. Doane needs a big play here. Kerwin to throw it to the outside. Caught, but only a short gain of about 5 yards on the reception by Reimers. The clock runs. 1:10 to go. Remember, they need a touchdown. Trailing by 7 with 1:05 to play. Ball now at the 42, nearly out to midfield. Kerwin, under a minute to play. Kerwin going deep, over the middle. It's caught across the 40 and down at the 38-yard line. It's caught by Joaquin Gutierrez, who's been one of the best players in this game for Doane in terms of the receiving. Jeremiah Payne, folks, is back out on the field for this play. Ball at the 39 in Dakota Wesleyan territory. 45 seconds to play. Kerwin, he's going to go deep. He's going to go to the end zone. It's caught. Did he get a foot in bounds? No. DeRizzo made the catch, but he did not get a foot in bounds inside the 10. It's incomplete. And 2nd and 10. Wow. If he would have got a foot in bounds, that could have been the biggest play of the game.
2nd down at 10 at the 39.
2nd and 10 at the 39 with 37 seconds to play. Sooner or later, Doane's just going to have to take a shot to the end zone here. They don't have the luxury of running the clock. They still do have 2 timeouts, though. 37 seconds to play. Kerwin, 2nd and 10. Steps back in the pocket, looking, goes over the middle, and incomplete, intended for Jeremiah Payne. There's a flag on the play at the 29-yard line. This came from the near side official. We will see. This might be pass interference here. I don't know which team it's on. I think this might end up being on Dakota Wesleyan, but the way that Jeremiah Payne is looking right now might be on him. I don't actually know. It's a big call here. Okay, so it's holding. It'll be holding on Grayson Hansen, the outside linebacker. And that is going to be a huge penalty with 33 seconds to go. That'll move Doane down to the 29-yard line, 1st and 10. My name's Kyle Mathas. You're on Old Red 99.5. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. 33 seconds to play in the 4th, 17-10 Dakota Wesleyan. Ball at the Dakota Wesleyan 29. Kerwin to pass. They send blitz. Kerwin's going to go to the end zone. Jeremiah Payne is there, and it's incomplete. Payne tried to adjust to make the catch and was not able to. It was Zapeta, the cornerback, on the coverage there. 2nd and 10 now at the 29. And that was one-on-one coverage for Payne. And when he hit the turf after that incompletion, he slammed his right hand down on the turf really hard. He knows that if he would have made that catch, would have been a game-changing play down at the 4-yard line. Crowd chanting offense here. And now the Dakota Wesleyan crowd chanting defense. 2nd and 10 for Kerwin. Trips on the near side. Kerwin to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Rolls to his right. Kerwin is... Well, what's the call here? He looked like he got sacked at the 31-yard line, a loss of 2. But then he got rid of the football. 16 seconds to play. Timeout. Doane. It's officially will go as a 2-yard loss sack. 3rd and 12 now. With 16 seconds to play. Ball at the 31-yard line. And now Doane, honestly, they do not need a first down here. And they also don't need to go to the sideline either. They don't need to go to the sideline at all. They can go over the middle of the field. They still have one timeout left, and they need a touchdown. So thank you for joining us here on Ole Red 99.5. We'll be here again on Ole Red next Saturday at 1 p.m. as Doane takes on the defending NAIA champions in Orange City, Nebraska, Northwestern. That should be an interesting game, to say the least. But Doane needs a big play here right now. My name's Kyle Mathas. Ron Roskilly is our board operator back at the station in Fairbury. We're here in Crete, 50 minutes north. And this game has brought the fans to their feet here and have brought a lot of people off the edge of their seats. 16 seconds to go in the fourth. 3rd and 13 for Doane. Ball at the Dakota Wesleyan 32-yard line. Dakota Wesleyan 17, Doane 10. Doane had a 10-0 lead at the half. Since that 10-0 lead at the halftime break, it's been 17 unanswered points for Dakota Wesleyan to have the lead. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side for Doane. They still do have a timeout left. 3rd and 13. Kerwin to take the snap. They send 3. Kerwin to his right. Go into the end zone for Joaquin Gutierrez. And incomplete with 10 seconds to play. Now, if that was me, I'd just take a little shot over the middle. Honestly, you take a shot over the middle, and even if you don't pick up the first down, it doesn't matter. I mean, you have to go into the end zone anyways. You take a timeout. It might be 4th and short. It might be first down. The thing is, you get it closer to the end zone. Now, you have to go for an end zone shot back at the 31-yard line. So 4th and long with 10 seconds to play. This is, or could be at least, the ball game here. They could still pick up a first down and call a timeout. That's not out of the question at all. 4 receivers on the near side. Kerwin going 5 wide. Big play here. Kerwin, the ball game on the line. Kerwin rolling to his left. He's going to get this ball and throw it to the end zone. It's up for grabs. There's a flag on the play. I think this is going to be pass interference on Dakota Wesleyan. I believe with 2 seconds left, this will be pass interference on Dakota Wesleyan. The intended receiver was Carson Reimers in the end zone. Oh, boy. Though this could make for a very entertaining last 2 seconds. There was a flag, 2 flags actually, in the end zone. This could be pass interference here. The refs still congregating at the 17-yard line to determine the call, with Dakota Wesleyan up 17-10 with 2 seconds remaining in the game. Wow, this is something else right here. This game that started at 1 p.m. has been going on for 2 hours and 37 minutes. 3:37 p.m. local time. Let's see what the call is here. As we wait for the official to make the call. Oh, he turned on his mic, then 2 fouls on the play.
Number 21.
Holding on Dakota Wesleyan, that's declined. And pass interference on Dakota Wesleyan is declined. Or rather, accepted, my apologies. So it'll go on Hunter Cordell, the senior cornerback. Pass interference in the end zone. All right, so here we go, folks. This is it right here. It's now or never. Doane takes their final timeout of the game. Chris Bessler uses it. You'd rather take it now than leave the game without it. And we'll stay here for this one on Ole Red 99.5. What a game it was, and it has been. 10-0 Doane at the half after a 44-yard field goal for Kellen Meyer and a 17-yard touchdown pass from Kerwin to Frazee Wynn. But then 17 unanswered here in the second half for Dakota Wesleyan. A field goal of 27 yards by Jackson Patrick. Then a pick 6 by the cornerback, cornerback Landon Rusink. A missed extra point made it 10-9, but then it was a touchdown for Dakota Wesleyan with about 1:44 to go and a 2-point conversion, which ended up making it 17-10. So here we go. Doane looking to send this to overtime in Crete. 2 seconds to go. Ball placed at the 17-yard line. One play for glory and redemption here for this offense.
First and 10 for the Tigers at the 17.
Ball at the 17, like I said, 2 seconds to play, trailing by 7. They need a touchdown and then an extra point to send this one to overtime. Doane beat Dakota Wesleyan 16-13 at home last year. Do they have another vintage moment in them here? Jeremiah Payne is in motion. Kerwin takes a snap. It's now or never. Kerwin's going to take a shot to the end zone. He's got DeRizzo there. It's incomplete. DeRizzo wants a flag, and there is no flag. And Dakota Wesleyan wins it 17-10. So Dakota Wesleyan is now 2-1 on the season, and Doane is 0-3. A heartbreaker of a defeat for the Doane Tigers. 17-10 is the final. And they'll line up at midfield to do a handshake. It was Kerwin lofting it to the near side end zone for John DeRizzo. And DeRizzo wanted a flag on that play, but there was no flag. And Doane is still winless this season, having to go arguably into their 3 toughest games of the entire year. At Northwestern, at Jamestown, North Dakota, and at home against Morningside. 2 of those 3 teams are the last 2 NAIA champions. Morningside won it in 2022, and Northwestern won it last year in 2023. So we will take a quick break and then come back here for a little recap, and we'll have head coach of the Doane Tigers, Chris Bessler, coming up for a post-game interview shortly. We'll be right back. The final score here in Crete, Nebraska, Dakota Wesleyan 17, Doane 10. We'll be right back on All Red 99.5.